Okay, so I'm a little bit late today. I'm sorry. I was trying to film a YouTube video and then I got stuck on how cringy it was. It was mad cringy. So if my voice is a little bit hoarse, I have been repeating the same lines like 10 times. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I finished streaming and I went to bed. So this is still open. So I have a lot of things to close. I genuinely did run to stream this. You might remember the commission that I worked on last time on stream. It was also for Margot. At the time, I didn't know if I was allowed to say the title. I wasn't sure if it was published. And some authors, they like to keep it under wraps. They don't want to... They wanted to keep it like a little present. They want to surprise their fans. But I did get her permission. I am allowed to show it. I worked on the previous sketch and I haven't updated her yet because I want to work on the background. So this one here, I worked on it, but however, the background is a little bit wonky. It's supposed to be abstract, but I need to get something. But it looks a little bit different from last time that you saw it. Hi Donnie, if you want a commission, you can go ahead and click it underneath in the description. Oh goodness, I can't talk right now. Background is going to be abstract, but honestly, I think the perspective is wrong, and I think it's too tricky for me to figure it out on stream. So we're not doing this one. I haven't been able to update Margot, but if she pops in, she'll be able to see it. She did tell me which sketches she wanted. I can point out which ones they were. I think I have them here. So she actually mixed it up, so you can see that we got the pose for number 3 for Clarissa, the girl. And then we took the pose from number 1 actually for Thomas. For good old Tommy? Maybe we don't call him Tommy, I feel like that's too much. But for Tom, from number 1, we took it. But the problem is the angles didn't match, so I had to shift him. So it kind of turned into 1/3 because I had to make it work. But the posing is the same. And then we took the outfits from number 2, so it's a little bit more vintagey. So then we ended up with... Where's Tom? There he is. There he is. I did give him his beard, but he's not fully like done yet. I don't know if it's accurate 100%. Also the hair, we realized I understood it differently from the description. So we're gonna correct that. But we're going to work on the next commission. She's commissioned me for 2, so it's very rare that I work on a commission for the same person and do 2 at the same time. But this is a very fancy occasion. So we're going to be doing Clarissa and Tom again, but this is a fantasy romance. So in this case, I'm actually going to be drawing a werewolf today. Isn't that crazy? Oh my god. Ah! I do typically draw a lot of fantasy characters, a lot of fantasy girlies, a lot of monster girls. That's typically what I'm used to. But you know, if I have a good reference, I think I can draw a good werewolf. The previous artwork that I did for commission also had a very fuzzy man. He was also a werewolf, just different type of werewolf, different face. This one is like full, like it's a werewolf. He's a werewolf. He looks like a wolf is what I'm saying. So before we get started, let me make a new file. You might have seen it in the previous stream. I had a file open and it was empty, and it was because I was supposed to start sketching and then life happened. This is our new thumbnail. This is what I was working on yesterday, so you can look at that while I close everything. I'm going to keep the other commission open for reference. This one is going to be vertical, but let me open up the explanation, the references, and then I can have it open on my screen here, and I can also have these guys over here so we can cross-reference, make sure that they look like the characters, because sometimes what happens is I start drawing and then the characters don't look like each other. But I did give Margot the heads up that I want to work on them around the same time so that I progress them similarly, so neither one, if let's say we like one face better than the other face, I can adjust. Rather than like paint one and then have to repaint the other one. That's too complicated. All right. Margot was really organized and set up a whole document. And I thank her for that. We love that. Amazing. Ookie dookie. So for our references though, I do have references as well. So I'm gonna pull them in. She also gave me them like separated and everything. However, you know, I don't have time to manually bring in each one on stream. So I'll look at them privately on my other screen. Oh, you rotated somehow. Okay, I don't know how we did that. We're having a little dance? Sure. So, you know, this vibe, it's like almost like those really old-fashioned romance novels covers. But that means I don't have to do as much of background, so I feel like this one is going to progress even faster than the other one. Wolfie. We have Wolfie here. See? Very well. I think this is probably our best reference. One right here. And then of course we have references for Clarissa, but Clarissa is a pretty girl, so artist stream, really. A lot of us are very used to drawing pretty girls. Okay. Similar to last time, I'm gonna do different sketches. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I'm trying to like guesstimate how far I'll get, but because I'm working on 2, if I end up, you know, figuring out these sketches and they're okay, because the poses are a little bit more simple, I think. If I can manage to figure it out, I will apply color for this one and try and figure out the background. But we might be suffering at that point, so I don't know about that. I'll try my best. Okay, I got the pen. I didn't turn on stream lighting today. I don't know. I feel like I look better in this lighting. And the stream lighting is just kind of annoying, honestly, but I don't know. I don't know. We're testing it out. Obviously, I didn't use stream lighting when recording a YouTube video. Because, like, come on now. Also, this is my least favorite color. I don't know why we're set on this. Maybe for, like, consistency's sake, I'm going to use the same purple. Okay, okay. Whoop! That's our pen. Cool, cool, cool. Trying to think how I should approach it first. I'm going to shrink these so I have space. But now you know what they look like. Oh right, I have like a commissions thing for this. So I can like write down what I'm working on. Hold on. Maybe I should do that. Because otherwise people like come in and they ask me questions, but it's like this time I at least put it in the description, you know? I don't know if I'm gonna work on the other commission that I worked on. It's not on YouTube. YouTube took it down because there was an audio issue. So I don't know about that one. And ooh. Sketch. Ooh, okay, alright, okay. I think it works. Yeah? Yeah? Alright. I think we can move this because it's not centered and it bothers me. But alright. We all know what's happening, basically. This is what's the plan. I gotta sketch those 2. Hold on. Oh, 4 is crazy. 3, we're gonna do 3. 3 sketches. We're gonna try and do 3 sketches. We'll do it. Okay. Now we know the plan. Let's go for it. I think he looks best if he's looking to the side, but for now I'm gonna draw him as a man because I don't really know how to, genuinely don't know how to approach it if he's not a person. Like I need the proportions of a human and then I'll work on adding everything else. Just a reminder, my sketches look whack. So this is a YouTube thumbnail, right? I'm just using it as an example because I know where the layers are. My sketches always look kind of insane. So this is what the final looks like. But the sketch looked like this. So like, for a client, I try and make it a little bit more discernible, and also for you, you can understand what's happening. But just bear with me, okay? It's gonna look crazy until it doesn't. This is just like an artist thing, I think. You just kind of look insane, and then you have to just tell everybody to hopefully understand. Oh right, this one is a little bit different. Clarissa is full body, So I'm gonna draw the full girl. But for Tom, he's not fully in frame. So we only have to do up to here. I think for a fantasy character like this, he should be really buff, right? So big shoulders. I should probably tell Margot. I didn't make a story for this, but just in case she wants to stop by. Hold on. Okay, that's enough delays. Alright. I do think maybe twisting a little bit. Usually when you're carrying something heavy, you have to spread your legs to have a wider base. Yeah, think about it next time you're carrying something heavy. I have done this pose before, actually. You'd think it would help me. I think I made his torso a little bit short, but I think it's because I'm competing with the canvas. So I'm just gonna draw these arms and then I'm gonna add it like that. Let's say her head is here, right? Okay, never mind. Let's say her head is here, right? Then her legs, if her body's like this, her legs are actually higher up, so his arm would be here. His head looks tiny right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I believe he's shirtless, but he has pants. But in this case, if you're shirtless and you're all wolf, like, are you shirtless? I feel like your shirt is just your hair at this point. It's interesting, right? When I do commissions or do like other illustrations, I think my illustrations are very like anime, very like colorful. I mean, my commission work can be colorful as well, but it's a lot less exaggerated when it's like very serious topics. I do exaggerate my male characters with very big shoulders and skinnier waists and make them quite lanky, but in this case, I have been told that Tom is more of a buff guy, so we make sure his thighs actually look buff. We do have instructions on the body as well, just don't have it just yet. Alright, he's off the frame. He's not even in here anymore. Woo! And I'm imagining, I've drawn one wolf guy once before, and it's not really. I drew the guy from ZZZ, I think? Zen. I don't know what his name is. I drew it one time just for fun, because I was drawing everybody's fan art requests. The one time. I rarely do it, because your girl's busy. I didn't do it the one time. I wondering where it is, so I can have like a reference of my own style. I think it will be even more wolfy, actually. I can't find it, actually. Right. Ah, here it is. Okay. I knew it existed. Right here. Right. You know, I never posted this because I knew it wouldn't do well on social media. Isn't that crazy? Because this is so funny to look at. So stupid. I think this is so fun. But yeah, it's very similar to a face, except for the snout here. So the base is quite similar. Even though this is going to be way more exaggerated based on these references, I do think maybe these references are better. Like this one is kind of like really intense. But over here, you can imagine it as a face, I think. If I draw over it, maybe we can break it down. One thing is, if it was a human, this is like a comic book proportions almost. Like a face like this. Head's here, neck here, right? Ooh, that's like crazy jutting it out. Neck here. So this is kind of lean this way, right? So his back is here. Maybe like this. One thing is his neck, he's getting really thick here, and his face, if we give him a snout, this part here kind of connected. This is just like really, really exaggerated, like really far out. Okay, low-key looks like I'm drawing a horse, but don't worry about it. Low-key actually kind of looks like a Great Dane. Scooby-Doo? Is that you? Obviously his face is like really far out, but that's what I'm imagining in my style if I could break it down in a simplified way, kind of. Hey man, it's the first time for drawing everything, so just figure it out. He just became a cat man. Not even a cat boy, just a cat man. This is gonna be a hard one. Does it not look like a horse right now? You know, I have dogs, so you would think like I could just be like, oh, just reference my dog. It's not the same. It's not the same. It ain't the same. But actually, there's some kind of knowledge there. It is a horse. Oh my god, I am drawing a horse. This is a horse. This is a horse. Nobody comment on how it's a horse. And how to fix it. I will figure it out. I think because horses are usually like this. Dog noses are really weird, huh? Hi, Jay! You can draw. Jay can draw. That's my I'm gonna call you that. I'm drawing a werewolf today. It's gonna be an adventure. Never drawn one before, but you know what? There's a first time for drawing everything. First time you draw an anime girl, PewDiePie did it. He did fine. Kind of. Okay, now he's beginning to look like a boar because the way that I drew these. You see a wolf? Okay, beautiful. I was saying it does look like a horse the first time. I will figure it out. I do think it's like a... What I was pulling out earlier was this. So I have done it before, but like this is more like... He's wolf, but he's anime. So I have done it. Furry, yeah, kinda. Hey man, I can't judge. Actually, I've done... Like, somehow, I don't know how it happened. Maybe Margot knows. I don't know how it happened. But I got like quite a few commissions for like monsters. Like monster romance. And I'm like, I don't know how this happened. But okay. Just like, alright. I do draw a lot of monster girls. So I'm like, okay. Just happened like that. Yeah, I don't know. I do try and keep it as PG as possible. And I think in a romance scene like this, it's kind of like Dracula almost. It's like, there's nothing explicit about this. Well, actually, unless you watch Nosferatu, that movie was weird. And that one disturbed me a little bit. The visuals disturbed me. Which means it was done very, very well. I need to break this down even better. In my mind, I understand. On paper, well, on tablet, I don't understand. One part of it, though, is definitely this neck has to get, like, way thicker and, like monster, you know? There is an anime version of this, right? There's, like, kobolds? I think they're popular in D&D. Not kobolds. What are they called? I don't know. But I watched Dungeon Meshi, right? And they all have, like, monster characters and whatever. And there's, like, a dog guy in there. So, like, translating it shouldn't be that difficult, I feel like. Is this a werewolf? Yes. Yes. I guess. Wolfman? So I guess it's a werewolf, right? Oh, I also put it up here. So nobody gets too confused. We're gonna figure that out, okay? You know what? Move on. I'm gonna come back to it. I need a second. Let me draw where she is in the first place. Because what if I turn out to not even like the head position? And then it's like, why did I do all this? What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait, this is cute. Look at him. He looks like a little horsey guy. What is this? Okay. Alright, girly. I have done this pose before, actually. But I think it might be different based on how I want to go about it. I think we can exaggerate, because these also exaggerate, because it's like, you know, romance covers. They exaggerate, because I don't think a girl would actually be comfortable in certain positions. Like, if I was being held by somebody, I would be scared that I'd be falling, you know? Me personally, I don't trust who's holding me. And both of them, they're like holding on here. I need to double check. Let me double check. Whoop, whoop. I love the note. Can be less dramatic, but still cheesy and over the top. Perfect. That's what we're gonna go for. Very cheesy. I love it though. I'm just making sure that of the arm position. In all of these, the arm is kind of dropped like this, but it's like almost romantic. Well, yes, romantic, but like in a... Not romantic as in like a couple, romantic as in visual. Does that make sense? This is gonna be a little bit tricky because they're intertwining a bit. Oh, also, I don't know if Margot is like looking at the screen right now. Lurking is totally okay. But I do have an update from the previous. If you did come to the previous stream where I was working on Margot's commission, I do have an update. I just didn't send it because I'm working on the background and I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. But I did change the pose quite a bit, so we're gonna figure it out. It's not, nothing is permanent. Nothing is ever permanent. Hi, Brianna. Oh, Wolfman. Wolfman. I'm gonna keep jumping back and forth between them. I can tell already because I'm like looking at it and I'm like, yes, yeah. I definitely, I was working on it. Sometimes when I don't email my clients, I'm like, I swear I'm working on it, but like, maybe there's a reason I didn't send it. Truth be told, I wanted to get a 3D model because I wanted to double check the perspective, but all the 3D models that I kept finding were kind of, they like cut off the camera angle or something, and so then I was like, oh, I'll do this later. And then what ended up happening is I got to this commission before I got to the other one. I was like, okay, well, okay then. So Margot will have to give me feedback on that one later. That's why I'm more focusing on this one for now. For now. Because of this angle, I feel like I have to break it down. Notice how I completely abandoned Clarissa. It was bothering me. Maybe I need to like search up an image of a wolf. Wolves are so cute, but somehow I forget what they look like all of a sudden. But it should be a blend between the two, right? Maybe I have to. Maybe that's easier for me to understand. There is a pretty drastic, because I stare at my dogs a lot and they're the type of dog that looks like they would be related to wolves. Does that make sense? They have pointy ears and a very long snout. I know a little bit about the anatomy, tiny bit. So this part here is pretty flat. Of course, it's going to be mixed with man, so. Yay, thank you, Margot. You're the best. Ah. There have been times, though, where I do update a client, and then I wait a good while, and then I'm like, something's wrong. Something feels wrong. And then I email them again, and they're like, oh yeah, you were in the spam folder. And I was like, I'm spam? Come on, Google. Why would you do that to me? Sometimes it does happen, I think, because it's like me and phone calls. I also don't pick up the phone. Recently, though, I got a phone call from a market vendor, right? And I like, the first call I was like, who the heck is this? And then the second call I picked up and I sounded so annoyed because I could see on the caller ID it was a real person. So I picked up and I was like, hello? And then he was such a sweetheart. He was like, oh, hi, I'm looking to, is this Suzuki? And I was like, oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to sound like an absolute jerk. I just, I keep getting spam calls. And they're always suspiciously really similar to my number. It's very weird. All right, man. Gnarly snarl. This is a vampire dog. These teeth are not correct. I'm gonna have to Google that. Sometimes I draw it without reference, and then I go find a reference after the fact. Honestly, I don't get a lot of anthropomorphic orders, but if I did, I wouldn't decline them. What I would decline, though, I don't ever really have, like, I know a lot of artists, they have a thing where they say, like, I won't draw this and I won't draw this. Sometimes I even see, like, I won't draw men. They, like, only draw women. And I'm like, you know what? Valid. Men are hard to draw. But it can range from anything. But for my process, for my setup, I never decline anything outright until they request it and I think I can't do it. If I genuinely am like, I don't think I can do that, I will tell them, hey man, I can't do that. I think even with this order, I was like, I'm not sure. Tell me a little bit more and then I'll decide if I can do it. Because if it's like a crazy complicated like environment background, then I'm like, hey man, I took environment class, but it's hard. Environments are hard. But then I can always refer people because I have plenty of art friends who do commissions as well, and they're always taking orders. This low-key looking dragon. I think it's the nose and here. Why do I prefer streaming to making videos? I actually don't. I wouldn't mind making videos, but the thing is streaming is like, I really hate the phrase 2 birds with 1 stone. I really don't like that phrase. I like birds. But it's a matter of I'm working already and I might as well just press start streaming than to just not record it. So it's something like that. I don't mind making long form videos. In fact, I was filming a YouTube video right before this. I haven't posted it because I'm still filming it. And it's because I have not focused on making video content. My dream was never to make video content. It was always to make just artwork, right? And I don't mind making YouTube videos, but it takes a lot of time, right? Because I have to film it, I have to edit it. And when I make YouTube videos, I have to like look at the camera. If I'm like, you know, actually making something engaging, including my face. Or if I'm doing voiceover, I have to read off a script, right? Which means I can't draw and do it at the same time. Thus, the situation. However, because I'm focusing a little bit less on Instagram and I'm bringing my camera around and I'm going to be traveling a little bit more for art markets and things like that, I might as well, right? So my first YouTube video, originally it was going to be about my art journey because I actually gave the whole spiel about it. You can watch it on my previous stream. I actually kind of gave a rundown on my whole art journey, like my whole CV, my whole resume, for real. I did do it for like a few minutes. I explained how I became a full-time artist and my journey up until now. So I wanted to make a video about that because I think mine is pretty interesting. But it's kind of a lot of talking. And it's kind of difficult to get used to talking. I don't know why. Streaming is like having a conversation, right? You say something and then I reply, right? But then if I do it by myself, I have to completely come up with it. And it's almost like talking to yourself. And it's really easy to get in your head and think like, this is really cringy, man. This is weird. So yeah, I don't know. The first ones are going to actually be my first artist alley because I'm doing it in 5 days. 5 days! Ah, crazy. But yeah, I think not everybody gets to go on to these artist alley events, so it'd be nice to be able to show you what it's like from my perspective. And also, I'm very I embrace the cringe, so it might be wholesome and fun. Also, a lot of the artist alleys that I see are American. And they're really big. They're really big events, right? I'm doing it for the very first time and it's this tiny city in like freaking nowhere. I didn't even know this city existed in Canada. So it's a different experience. And also I'm going into this market expecting to make at least like $0, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if I got nothing. So I wanted to record that and see, you know, the progress. But it does feel really weird talking to the camera, doesn't it? I did get Ethernet actually, just for streaming. And also for video games, because I stream video games. Yeah, honestly, I think if you're full-time as an artist, and I did say this in my last stream, a lot of it is support, because I don't do it by myself. If I was doing it by myself, it would be a whole different conversation. But a lot of it is like finding other ways to make income. I cannot just do commissions. I gotta find another way to make money at the same time, because what happens if one goes down, right? Which is why I do the streamies. But I don't always stream my commissions. I think I need to get permission in order to do that. Actually, I think it's in my terms of service that I'm allowed to stream. As long as it's not commercial, I'll stream it. But most of the time, I don't want to do it. I don't know. I prefer not streaming people's commissions unless it's like, it would help make it faster. And I think it's interesting to watch the process. Or if it's like a big order, like in this case, right? But otherwise, if it's like a portrait, then I'm like, okay, well, I could do this off stream really fast, and maybe it would be faster this way. Versus this order, where it's quite long, or quite big, so then it actually is more convenient to do it on stream. Oh, yeah. There's thought process. I think this leg is wrong, actually. You know what? I feel like these legs are incorrect. Just try and do this pose yourself. This is really close to each other. There's no way you could do this pose yourself. I'm just messing with you. You can't do this pose by yourself. Imagine. The foot is wrong, though. For sure, the foot is incorrect. The foot... yeah, that foot that's broken. Take her to the ER. She's broken. I feel like this one is quite simple in the sense that it's not gonna be like a bunch of different poses like the previous one. It's gonna be more switching angles and things like that. Okay, this foot is weird right now, but got it. Legs, man. I don't think I can show the previous version not previous version, the previous commission that I did with a similar pose. It is also commercial and I didn't get it. So just imagine I've done this. I've done this before, but the pose was different. I think if your arm is like this, your body would be... It cannot be like her body is here, like the center line is here. Because this would mean it's stretching really far and really uncomfortable. So it has to be like here. And then her waist has to twist basically like this. I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe she's quite petite. Her figure. Where? There we go. I don't think we have a note on it, but I think based on the celebrity reference. Wait, it's not like a very curvy character. That's okay. You're cool with it. We love body diversity. I think I need to move her actually, if I'm referencing this one. Hey girl, I dislocated your shoulder real quick. Let's just move you a little bit. That's kind of why I didn't want to move his arms, because I was like, wait, let's draw her, because if we don't draw her, she's... Maybe her arms and legs actually cannot physically do what he's positioned to be holding. Same thing happened yesterday when I was drawing. I drew the hands and then realized when I put the prop in the hands, they don't match. And I was like, no, we gotta draw the prop first. Okay, there's two ways we can do this. She's looking aside or she's looking at him. I feel like it is more romantic if she's looking at him in this position. Because this is like extended, it makes like a clear line. This might be overthinking. Compositional thinking. When you think of composition, you always want to think like, what's leading you to look at what, right? If her hand is down here, you look at her hand, it leads this way, right? And it crosses across her face, because you go this way, you automatically gonna look at her face because of the face. So less focus is over here, it's more over here. But then in this case, I think it would probably go that. Versus if you have like a composition where it's kind of like abrupt, where something's cut off, or I don't know how to explain this in this exact example, but there are some compositions where you're like, it feels uncomfortable to look at because your eye doesn't know where to go. Like, let's say the character is really bright and the background is really bright, like she's really bright, he's really dark, and then this is really, really bright. You don't look at him, you kind of go this way, you skip, and you go this way. Things we have to keep in mind. Sometimes why things look better without color. Sometimes. Color messes with it a lot. I don't think I have to draw this hand. I think it's like... Okay, cool. Sure, she's gonna have an arm here, right? We get it? Cool. Really long arm though. But then I also have the habit of making arms too short. So maybe it's better to keep it long, I don't know. I think if you're doing this position, your neck actually would be kind of flexed. In this reference though, the angle actually is coming from, we're not looking at them straight on, we're looking at them from, we're looking up at them. You can see the imagination. As soon as I do this, I shift this and this. We're already looking at her from below. But in this sketch, we're gonna do it almost like we're looking straight on. We'll get complicated after, okay? But maybe straightforward is not that bad. Probably here, right? It would be really uncomfortable to hold someone here, wouldn't it? That would probably hurt your back a lot. How is her body twisting here? This is a magic trick where you saw a woman in half. Because she's got no middle now. Alright. In this case, the solution is... I think her legs make sense this way. So I think it's her torso, actually. Incorrect. Do this. That's not how a body looks. Yeah, he's got it. I think he's got it. If he's 8 feet tall and has super strength, I think he's got it. What I worry about though is just Clarissa's core got it. Does she have core muscles? Cause girl, I know I don't. If somebody was to hold me in the incorrect way, I'm like a baby. Like, you know how you have to hold the baby's neck or whatever? Like, flop. Like, I would also just... I got no muscle. I have learned this recently. I tried to do a sit-up the other day. And I was like, oh man, maybe sitting at a computer desk has repercussions. I have no core strength whatsoever. I also tried to fix my posture. If you're on Twitch, you can click the posture check and I'll do it. But I tried to manually, like, you know, as I'm out and about, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I need to straighten up. And I was like, why do my abs hurt? And then I realized, your girl's got no core. Actually, considering the height difference, I mean, it doesn't really matter in the context because he's holding her. It's not like he's gonna look more tall. Yeah, if she works on her feet all day, she probably has. And also, if she's lifting diner plates, she probably has more core than me. Must be nice, Clarissa. Must be nice. I was mentioning it previously. My previous job was hard labor, like genuinely, like I was physically lifting things. I think the heaviest thing that I lifted was like 60 pounds, like over and over again, repeatedly. So at that time I had core muscle, but now, ooh, it's only been a few months of being a full-time artist and I'm already... I know that technically I'm not supposed to draw his hands on this layer, but let's just go with it. Okay, her legs, I think something's wrong. Because her torso's like this. Leg is here. Feel like maybe her eyes are too long. Ooh, we have a budding author. I can't imagine myself writing any books. I can imagine myself doing an art book, but then I would have to reach out to an author to be like, can you give this a once-over? Because my English, I've been told, is quite bad, actually. My grammar's terrible. Okay, this is the only part where I think the height matters, because if her arm is here, he's probably really big, right? So like, where is she putting her arm? Gotta be here, right? Is that comfortable? I mean, arguably, this position in general is not comfortable. However, when I say is it comfortable, is it possible to do without hurting, basically? Okay, the hand position's wrong, but you know. This is actually physically impossible. Think about it, it's impossible. This arm, this hand right here, it's impossible. Imagining the hand like this. Yeah, I have to do myself. I'm like, the thumb is pointing upward, right? Now this is also physically impossible because her arm is twisted too far. So, this is like her arm is literally, if I was a doll, I'd flip it. Which freaky, man, freaky. What makes more sense is this here. Something like that. Something like that. So maybe most of the hand is actually missing. It's just here that you'd see. Because obviously I'm drawing it out, but... True! That is true. You know what? I think that makes a lot more... Wait, hold on. Let's erase it. Let's try and do one like this. I do think the other way probably is more comfortable, to put it on the shoulder blade like this. But for the sake of us doing multiple sketches, maybe we try it this way. Okay, we just know it's a hand there, right? We don't even know we're gonna go with this pose, but I'll clean it up afterwards. This might be cute too, also because the hair can go like this, as if the hair is like this. It's more like that. We make it like she's got a blowout and it's like really pretty and fancy. Oh my god, whenever I get my hair blown out, amazing. I become a new woman. Oh, maybe you lost something. I think I've got I don't know how to word this. I gotta change the angle because her foot is touching the edge of the canvas. I'm wondering if I can. I'm beginning to realize why the other artists have. It makes it very wide. So I guess we're changing the angle. Oh my god. Crazy. I was saying this sketch will be the one where we don't change the angle, but I'm like, I'm realizing why now. I understand. Okay, this might not be correct, but I'm just trying to show that we're looking at the bottom. This is a thing where I'm like, yeah, I would 3D model this part. Obviously, not me 3D modeling. I would take a 3D model. Or I'd find a reference where I can flip it. When it comes to like an angle thing, I'm like, okay, I understand the pose. However, the angle might be easier to see somewhere else. Something like that. Yeah, you know, for the most part, we understand what's happening. It might not be perfect, but the whole idea for the first 3 sketches is like, okay, that's the vibe we're going for. We can change the angle and perfect it afterwards. That way we can see other ones. Okay, now we gotta go back to our wolf man, who low-key looks like a dragon right now. He's a little bit... Let's just ship a wolf. I know it's like a where. Wait, first of all, sorry, you can hear the desktop audio. I just think this is really funny. You can, if you search up a wolf, you can hear what it sounds like. Here, let's listen to what a wolf sounds like. Ow, ow! I also find it really funny. Wait, no, I need to show you this. I need to tell somebody, this is totally off topic, but I have a Pomeranian dog, right? And like, I don't know why, but when you search up a Pomeranian on Google, at least if you search it up on your phone, they used to have the 3D model of the Pomeranian. And it was so strange. It was like such an odd thing. I don't know if it still pops up, actually. I don't think it does on the browser. But anyway, if you search it up on your phone, for some reason, it shows you a 3D model that you can like turn around. And I was like, that's such a strange, odd thing. But my other dog is, what's it called? American Eskimo, which is like if wolves were domesticated. But I want to do it like human/wolf, right? So I'm gonna try and find like a snarl that's a photo taken safely. I think it's kind of difficult to find these proper photos, right? Because like, who's taking these photos? Isn't that kind of dangerous? If you're seeing this, like. Also, in all of these like artistic renditions, like even this one, the wolf is kind of showing his teeth, right? So I don't want to make it like he's super angry, because then that's kind of intense. But showing teeth is not a problem. Maybe, what should I search up for this? Wait, sorry, this is not it. But I think this is really funny. What's going on with this wolf's head? He's just funny. Look at him. He's just a guy. He's just a little guy. What is... He's... I don't know if he's angry or if he's smiling. Like, what is this? Okay. You guys can look at that while I look at a proper photo of a wolfie. And all of these references that I'm finding are of artistic renditions. The ones that are accurate are artist rendition. But this wolf is really funny. It's either that they're artistic or they're like, what's the term? Taxidermy? Which is like really badly done. Alright, we've got something. Ooh, so he can look angry? Alright. I'm gonna make it like angry, but not like she's gonna bite, or he's gonna bite her. That's what I'm thinking. Slightly angry, you know? That's the kind of vibe, but not like angry where too intense, you know? I did watch a documentary about wolves a while ago, and apparently like some wolves are calmer around, like if it's a guy wolf, I think they're calmer around women. I can't remember exactly what the scenario was, but it was very interesting for sure. I think in this specific documentary, there was a teenage boy who is younger already, so maybe the wolf didn't find it as threatening, but in order to seem super unthreatening, non-threatening, he got low and didn't make eye contact, which is like apparently the way to not freak out a wolf. But now you know, if you see a wolf in the wild, educational info for you. That's how you don't get approached. Or you do get approached, actually. We have a lot of coyotes in Canada, apparently, even in the city areas. And they tell us, like, if you're trying to ward one off, you should actually get taller. So it's the opposite. You, like, raise your arms and you start making a lot of noise to scare them. But I don't know if that really works. I have not tried. I've run into them. but you know, I run into them and then I promptly run away, so. I would have nobody to tell about your story. However, please keep in mind that because this is a YouTube chat, if I ever turn on chat replay, they can see it, so keep your private information in mind. Wolf, wolf. Wolf. This part. I also don't want to make him like too cute. Like, I think anime artists, we have a tendency to go kawaii, you know? But I'm trying to get the base, and then we can, you know, make scary. Handsome, yes. Cute. Maybe not what we want. I mean, when I did this character, the person who requested it said he looked handsome, so I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Sure. Oh, oh yeah, this is our previous one. I just went through all of them. I don't know if this part matters exactly. In anime, the most notable, like, kind of wolf character I can recall is Legoshi from... Legoshi from Beastars. And I like that anime. So, like, we have some... We have some reference. I think more than actually the face, it's more perspective. You do what feels comfortable for you, IFB art. I have no reference. I do find that YouTube does have worse, this is not related to this, but something I've noticed is YouTube has worse moderation than Twitch. You can't even attempt to leave me any kind of hate on Twitch. It immediately is just like, whoop, you can't even try. But on YouTube, people get past, and usually I can tell that they're just like, you know, silly kids. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. But it is a different experience for sure. I'm trying to figure out how to make the moderation a little bit better, so then everybody can enjoy the experience a little bit better. Everybody can be comfy. You think this part should be typically this part here. We don't see the jawline actually. Teeth? Teeth? I do find wolf noses and dog noses and cat noses very bizarre. Like, the design is so interesting. Whoever made these animals, hey man, what the heck? Why are they, bunny noses are extra weird. Have you seen a bunny nose? Weird. Maybe this is speciesist. Speciesist? Species. Yeah, the moderation is very bad. You don't need to test it. We know it's bad. But I would suggest not testing it because I'm very quick with it. Right, they are very cute, their noses. But the thing is, with the bunny noses, right, they're like this and like this, right? But it like opens. Their noses are like really twitchy, but their lips, like this part here opens, which freaks me out. But I also think they're super cute. I had a pet bunny, but then I have I don't want to say trauma. What do you call it? My poor childhood self. I lost my bunny. Basically, my bunny ran away. My bunny did not like me. It ran away, and I remember crying so hard over this bunny. And now I'm kind of mad at bunnies because I'm like, how dare you do this to me? Why didn't you love me? But chances are, I think my bunny didn't like me for the same reason cats wouldn't like me, you know? I can't chill. And I just want to pet. Hugs. Like, dogs also don't like hugs. But they have no choice, because they live in my house and I pay for everything. He looks wolfy. Well, actually, I think his face should be a little bit longer. I think it's just a matter of perspective. Like, I think we're looking at him and then it shrunk. It's a perspective thing. You're a good IFPR, no worries. Actually, this is funny. So I think I mentioned it recently. I mentioned it in one of my streams. I was talking about TikTok, right? I was like, I have this one video. I don't understand how it's still getting comments. But people are like really mean on that video. But I don't really care. I don't care. Because I'm like, okay, whatever. What's weird to me though is I turned off the notifications because I didn't care about the comments. I just found it annoying because I kept getting notifications for it. I turned off the notifications, but it's TikTok lied to me and it still keeps showing me notifications. So I was like, all right. And a record of like, I think 6 months. I posted in like February. I finally turned off the comments and I was like, I feel like I deserve a gold star. I felt like, yeah, that's right. You know what? This should have been done forever ago. Like, suddenly making a huge life change. Every time I would open my TikTok app, it would show me a new comment, and I'd be like, I don't care. It's been a year. I don't even remember what the content was. Leave me alone. It's so strange. And now I can peruse that app with, I don't know, less pain. I don't know. The TikTok in general is kind of brain rot anyway. So anytime I go on there, maybe it's not a good life change. Maybe I should have kept it annoying, so I would not want to go onto the app. I don't know about that. But I learned a lot of good stuff from TikTok actually. A lot of good artist alley hacks. There are great artists on there with great content. And a lot of them are super nice too. You know. See, the thing is, I think he's not wrong. I just think his face is the wrong angle. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut his face. And I'm gonna use it for another angle. We're gonna change the angle so I can try this again. Or maybe I completely won't use it. Oh my goodness, he's been beheaded. Oh, alas. What can you do? Maybe this angle's better. This is low-key Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. It's just a triangle. Haven't played that game. I make references to it all the time. Whenever it's foggy outside, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's Silent Hill out here. Stupid. And if you're a minor, don't play that game. It's wait a little bit. Kind of horrifying. Horror games, man. Horror games will keep me up at night. Goodness gracious. like I watched something horror related kind of recently. But the fact that I don't remember is probably a good sign. There's also perspective. Man, credits to anybody who does like furry art, man. How do you do this? Because when you draw a human, you can just search up a reference. You search up the SRO head, just rotate it. If you don't know what the SRO head is, it's a 3D model. You rotate it to understand the planes of the face. But if you're drawing a wolf, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's gotta be references. I'm sure they have something. Somebody's built something, right? I'm searching it up right now. My silence should tell you that I found it. Hey. Amazing. Kind of. It's not exactly correct, but it's not like I'm gonna be able to find that exactly. That is so funny. That's amazing. Okay. All right. I love the fact that we have a furry reference. Is amazing. Will this make it easier? Will this make it better? Let's test it. This is different because the snout is so tall, you actually don't see the other eye. This is different from humans. From humans. Wait, now that I do it like this, Loki kind of looks like a... What's this animal? It's not an anteater, but almost like an anteater. Eat. What is this animal? I don't know what it is. I'm venturing into so many animals today. Drew one, looks like a horse. Drew another one. I think if you have weak internet, probably, yeah. On my end, everything's working. This is a challenge and a half. This is another reason why sometimes I don't stream commissions, because I'm like, this is a challenge, and I don't like looking stupid. But if I do it with a smile on my face, it don't matter. It don't matter. But I was thinking for the next video game that I play on stream, I need something like really straightforward, because I do not like... I don't mind appearing stupid on stream, but I do start sweating. I'm like, when I don't figure out a puzzle in enough time, I feel like I'm under pressure. So then, even though it's a kid's game, it should be simple. That makes it worse. It should be simple, which is why when it's not simple, I start sweating. I'm like, what's happening? Why can I not figure this out? And then I come off stream and I figure it out in 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. So I'm probably gonna play like, I don't know, a story game. I don't know what though yet. I didn't play some of the Life is Strange games, even though I'm obsessed with those games. So maybe. Ooh, Van Helsing is a really good reference. I appreciate that I don't look stupid. That's good. That's good. On video games, though, genuinely. Those ones? Oh, a little bit, a little bit. They do have genuinely thicker necks, by the way. Actually, like these characters. Now it's beginning to look a little kangaroo, but that's not that's not my fault. That's because kangaroos just... Have you seen kangaroos? Why do they look so buff? For what? I think he looks cuter the bigger I make his ears. It was not. Yeah, exactly. When you have a teacher that stands right behind you, and then all of a sudden you forget how to do literally anything. I used to have this at my previous job. I'd have my boss walk in, and suddenly I'm like, I don't know how to do anything. I'm one of the best on my team, and I don't know how to do anything all of a sudden. I think I straight up told them at one point. I was like, I feel like I lost functionality because you walked in here and I don't know. But I did also make it like a joke with them. As soon as they walk in, something bad would happen. Like, because I couldn't have a mistake happen when my boss isn't there. One time, this was really funny. The big boss, like the boss of the whole company, was there. And my previous job, I worked with glass and like, you know, products, things like that. And I dropped something glass and literally, like, listen, it jumped from my hand. So I caught it and then it bounced onto the ground. I screamed some expletive because I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then what happened? The company boss walked in and he like passed me and he was, oh no. And then walked away. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. What is this timing? What is that? I think it's not even like, I don't even have the chance to be nervous in those situations. It's like, I'm nervous after the fact as well. Like, I didn't even have a chance to screw up because I was nervous, but now I'm screwing up because the game is just like it's a whole thing. I went and got a mop. It was rough. It was a very sticky situation. Literally sticky situation. But one of my previous bosses was really great, and I told them, I had multiple bosses, it wasn't just one boss, I had a team of bosses. It's a big company. And I realized I'm really good with written directions, but I'm not so good at verbal directions, which is not a problem when I work with clients, see? You have to write what you need if you're working with me, right? But if you just tell me, oh, you put 1 into 4 and then 2, 3 is there and da-da-da-da-da-da. You give me all this information. I'm just like, information lost. The save file has gone somewhere. So this boss of mine would actually, specifically for me, write everything down. And then it actually came in handy because I would work with other people and they found that the written instructions actually help a lot. It helps you remember things because, you know, in a job like that where there's a lot of things going on, written directions help. This is Smiley. This became a dog. This is not a wolf. It's cute though. Cute though. All right, now we gotta make it wolfy. Oh, I can open that. Here we go. Have I played Zelda Breath of the Wild the whole way? I have, which is... I try my best to title it so it's clear that it's a replay. So I have played it before, which is why on stream, sometimes I'll say, I've done this before. I don't know why I'm struggling. So yeah, I've played it before. Many years ago though, like when it came out. And I've also played Tears, but I don't think I'll be playing Tears on stream because it's just... No. No. I picked playing Zelda 1 because it's one of my favorite games. I have a print for it. Multiple artworks for Zelda, actually. Fan art. but also because I thought, oh, this will be like easier to do than, I don't know, Expedition 33, which is the story's beautiful, the art is beautiful. Highly recommend if you're, you know, even if you don't play the games, if you're not a gamer, watching the playthrough in the background. Great, the story's great. But it's really hard. Okay. Let me double check actually. I wonder if I can see it. Oh, I can't see. In some of the previous streams, the titles say replay. Yeah. And I do mention it. Also, the thumbnail itself says replaying Zelda. So, I try to make it as clear as possible. Hollow Knight, I played it. Unfortunately, was not my type of game, but I do know it's really popular. The art style's great. I think my friend is a really big fan of it. I'm more of a stories game kind of gal. Unfortunately, you would think I would read a lot more because I like stories, but I think I read very slow, and my hobby is gaming more, so then, yeah. But I get to enjoy the stories for my author commissions. Some of the authors I work with are really sweet, and they send me their books, or they like they send me a physical copy of their book, or they send me like their actual book like digitally, which is really, really nice. And I have a lot of books to read now. Will I be able to read them? We will see. I have a book on my nightstand that I have not been reading. Would love to read it. Wolfie. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge thing, perspective, but he is a wolf now. Don't know why he's looking down so intensely, but it's a thing. I don't think I'm going to give Hollow Knight another try, but I do know that the game is pretty. Oh, what happened? Oh, there it is. Decent intensity. Okay, good, good, good. Then we can keep it intense. The alpha. Rawr. Okay, might not be perfect, but at least, you know, this one I think looks a lot more wolf-manish. Missing some fur, but you know, that's a rendering thing. All right, man, you need a body. Also, I think your body's too small. Sorry, man. Let's give you some protein. Ooh, Dragon Age. You know, I actually had one client who used Dragon Age as their base to draw, like, for my commission references. So I didn't play Dragon Age, but I saw the art of it. A lot of people have been recommending I play Baldur's Gate, but I know me at this point. I think Baldur's Gate, the story is probably amazing, the options are amazing, voice actors amazing, the art amazing, the gameplay is not for me I know already. I'm like, oh, I would love to play actual D&D, but the actual gameplay, I think I would struggle playing it in video game format. I don't know why, but seeing the gameplay, I'm like, I think this is not the game for me. I'm a simple-minded one. I can't think of other games. I probably have some good game suggestions, but my brain is just empty. If you really like Japanese culture, Persona 5. I would say Okami, but Okami has aged poorly. Like, I think it's not aged poorly in terms of art or story. I think it's aged poorly in terms of actually maybe the story. Actually, maybe a little bit. Like in pacing, because none of us have attention span anymore, and it's also like, you know, optimization. It's probably not great. If you're looking for a very chill game that has comedy, maybe Wind Waker. But I think also that one, the optimization might not be great. Yeah. Persona though, Persona is a difficult one to recommend because it's JRPG. And JRPGs are notorious for taking a lot of time and being very repetitive. Like, you have to grind a lot. You have to do the same thing over and over again. But I played that game the most of any game I have. I need a better reference for muscles. I need a reference. Muscles! I still have this page of just Pomeranian. Muscles, man. Lucelle. Cusco. Thank you, Smiley Man. You can be my reference. Trying to think like what other video games. If you like story games, Life is Strange. So you can like cry because the moral dilemmas are really hard. You don't know what to decide. Really like those ones. I didn't really enjoy, unfortunately, Ubisoft games. I don't know why. I really struggle to play them. And like Witcher, really struggle. So CD Projekt Red also was not a winner for me, unfortunately. I think I liked a lot of JRPG games. For example, Monster Hunter is also a JRPG, but it's MMO, so it's multiplayer. Imagine that this is direction. Yeah. If you have muscles like this, your belly button will be wider. Super Muscle Man. There have been a few times I've drawn like muscular characters. It's just my default tends to be, I don't know, maybe this ties in line, like the topics, the conversation topics have aligned. I play a lot of JRPGs, and then the Japanese beauty standards, very lean men, right? Oh, it makes sense. Splatoon. I play a lot of Splatoon, but I don't think I can really recommend that. A lot of the games that I like, I have been told, are very Japanese. Like, they're very common in Japan. And then, for some reason, they don't have as much of a fan base here. A little bit frustrating. Splatoon's a good one, though, if you like feeling competent. It's so straightforward. You have paint? You throw the paint on the floor. The more paint you throw on the floor, you win. It's very straightforward. Okay, I don't actually know how his hand position is. I think I had to move his hand, right? Hey girl! You gotta move. down over here. Maybe she should move, and then move the angle after. Sorry, hand, you gotta... I can imagine if he's 8 foot, proportionally, this hand would be massive next to her. Maybe, like, not that massive. Trying to imagine. I'm 5 foot. So if you were 6 foot and your hand is... I'm imagining, because I like have done this before. If somebody's 6 foot, their hand is already here. If they're 7 foot, they're here. And then 8 foot is, like, here. Maybe. And then putting that on my torso to measure. It would be kind of like that. Yeah. Pretty big. This is a very unconventional way to measure things, but you know what? Hey, if it works. It reminds me of that scene in Tinkerbell, and I think also Marilyn Monroe does it, where she like measures something like this. She measures her waist and then she puts it in the thing. It's like, I can fit through there. Then turns out can't fit through there. That, so then this arm here actually has to... Girl math. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm doing right now. That's me whenever I order like a fancy drink. Like coffee or bubble tea. If I buy one today, that'll stop me from later buying a bunch later, so I have saved myself $16 instead. Something stupid like that. It makes no sense. But hey man, whatever gets me through, you know, today, I think it's a win. I do think I need to move. Somebody's gotta move something. Hey girl, sorry to bother you again, but you also have to move again. My bad. That was me, not you. Probably gonna do it again. Whoops. I feel like that I don't actually have to figure this out. Because you get the vibe already. The whole point is you get the vibe. The vibe is there. The vibe is vibing. Can you understand what I'm doing? Can I understand what I'm doing? Shh. Nah. The answer's not. It's either that he's like putting his arms like this, or if he stretches out like this, his arms like this. You can't really see what I'm doing, but if I stretch out my arm like this, I can still keep my hands in the same position, but the hand position has to change, right? So maybe in this case, he's holding it this way. Which is maybe a little bit weird, but you know, if you're holding something smaller than you, I'm trying to imagine like if you're holding like a box, right? That's small. Your hand positions are different. Sorry, Clarissa, I did just relate you to a box. An Amazon package. That's what's happening right now. Actually, I don't think you can do this because her leg otherwise would have to be up here. Maybe it works. I am doing math and physics right now. Oh my god. Stay in school, kids. Okay, and then to make it like dynamic and cool, we can rotate and be like, yeah, I did something cool. For the drama. Everything I do as an artist, it's for the drama. Super defined thighs here. He's got long forearms, it's okay. Yeah, that would make sense. He would have long forearms. I think it's because of the perspective, it wouldn't. I think it would make sense. It makes sense. Logic is working. Okay, he needs to have his shoulder there. This hand might not make sense, but we understand, okay? The whole point is we understand what's happening. It's fine. We're fine. We're great. We're golden. Yeah. Yeah! Hey, this can be sketch 1, except she needs to be cleaned up. We're getting somewhere. My point is, we're getting somewhere. A miracle. Wait. Hold on. I moved her around so much that, like, hey, her arm is not even... How? Her arm's not connected to anything. Hey, girl! Sorry. You're gonna have to move your arm somewhere. Alright, we're gonna pull from another reference. You've got one here. Where she could just be resting her arm, honestly, because, like, she doesn't really need to be holding on, to be honest. He's so buff. Like, pick me up with a pinky. Cool. In the other sketches, we'll play around with the arm position, and then we can do mix and match, but for now, we leave it like this. I don't know. It could be a case of, like, I'm holding down my dress. I don't know. Alright. Now we go through and we clean up. So I can understand my sole purpose in life. Except for this. I'm not drawing that again. I think this makes sense. This was clean enough. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Pointy fur. Pointy. Reference? Hey, Wolfman reference. Where are you? Yeah. Pretty much what I thought. So it's not like even for all over. Well, we can experiment. But, you know, I did Google this. I don't think I Googled this. I think I just straight up came across it on Pinterest. But there are hair patterns. You didn't notice that? On your body, there are hair patterns. So we'll follow those. Like, you know, hair grows this way. So certain places will have more hair than others. Ooh. He's got clothes. That might be an important one. You can't be going out here with nothing on, man. Oh, he doesn't have clothes. No clothes? No clothes. No clothes. Right. In this case. I have to think about it. I'm like, Hey man. Let me search up another. Wolfie. That makes sense. You know, it makes sense that he's naked. I'm just trying to do this in a way where it's appropriate. No, but I'm looking at the Van Helsing version. I do think it's kind of hair pattern is kind of like this. Wolfie. Also, I'm looking at the Van Helsing reference and it's like the body is different. The torso. Yes, this is still a PG stream. I need to make sure. When I started this one, I was like, this is a romance, but we're good. We're still good. We're chilling. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of this sketch. I'm gonna keep this sketch. I think I do have a few commissions where it was like bordering, but I'm like, it's still allowed. I would say that my streams are like, if I could give an age range, it's like 16 up. But on YouTube especially, I can't really do anything about it. You can just stumble across my streams. So I just do my best. Just do my best. Alright. Also, she has a dress, so it's like, some of it is gonna be covered. This is mostly him. Nails? Claws, rather? Where did his other hand... Where does his other fingy go? Sure. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. I think this part of his body is actually more pointy. Pointy, 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 pointy. Fuzzy, 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 fuzzy. This is peak content. I'm just wording. There's far here as well. I think this would be cooler if it was more big. Shape language and all that. Okay, let's draw her. Because she's got nothing going on. She's just a... she's got nothing. I gave her nothing. Yes, girl, give us nothing. That's literally... That's literally what's happening right now. Oh, maybe I'll do this one on a different layer. Just in case. Just in case. You know something I always think about? Is whoever named their child Justin and their last name is Case. I think about it more than I should. You came to my stream, now you have my inner thoughts. That's what's going on in my head. You know when you see somebody on the street that looks kind of mean and you think, oh man, why are they glaring at me? But then genuinely it's just me and I'm just thinking something stupid like that. Which means, in a really weird way, don't feel self-conscious when somebody looks at you and says something or looks like they're thinking something mean. They're probably thinking about, I don't know, dinner. Need to find another reference for Larissa here. Angles. Our reference is Emily Browning. I forgot her name for a second. I just remember her face and where she's been. Pretty girl. Super pretty. Wait, sorry, this is really funny. But apparently I found this stock image of her on I guess a date with some unknown man. That's what it says. Unknown man. But like she's so short. And then the guy is so tall, and I'm like, ah, fitting, perfect. I see, it's a size difference. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. A guy at your high school had the last name Mellon, and his dad wanted to name him Walter. See? Somebody else. Me and that dad, we'd be like... dad jokes. I actually just watched this J-drama. It's a really silly drama. It's really dumb. It's like a lawyer drama. It's like, you know, I don't know, Suits or like Law and Order, but in Japanese, and it's a comedy, and it's really dumb. And it's from like 2018. No. Way past that. I think 2008. Sorry, not 2018. It's too soon. Like 2000. It's really old. And it's so cringy and so lame. But like, the main lawyer that we follow along in the show, he keeps doing dad puns. And they're so bad and they like rank them in the show. But they're in Japanese, so it's like... weird. But for example, most people who watch anime, they don't eat itadakimasu, right? Right before eating, it's like, I'm gonna eat, like, itadakimasu, right? And instead of saying itadakimasu, he goes like, itadaki mangoes. Something really random. And I think the last one I saw was itadaki Manchester United. Like something stupid. And I was like, what? Huh? All that to say, dad puns, dad jokes, they absolutely translate into different languages. We are all awful and we all do it. But it's kind of hard in I think if you watch subtitled anime, they try and translate it, but then it doesn't really make sense. But as soon as you understand it, it's kind of funny. Actually, I had this funny interaction where my friend actually commissioned me. And it doesn't happen often, but it does happen where a friend will commission me. And I'd be like, oh, what a compliment, thank you. But then it feels really weird in emails to be like, hi, so-and-so, your commission is starting at this time. You know, very professional, very weird. So I literally went into my friend's DMs and like messaged them like, hey, finger guns. Like role playing with the asterisk. Finger guns. I see you're ordered. I'll be with you soon. You'll know, because I've got your number. Okay, bye. And then in like brackets, I was like, I promise I do not talk like this to my clients. This would be really weird. And then they replied saying like, yeah, it would be really, I think it would have been weirder if I came up professionally and it would be very cold and uncomfortable. But instead, in private, now you know, if you're friends with me, I'm probably gonna make some dad jokes and give you finger guns because I'm lame. I don't know if this is helping our case at all, but I did it. This hand could probably be here or something, but you know, for now. Feet. More than hands, more than anything, feet are the most difficult thing for me to draw. I don't understand feet. All right. We've got a body. Oh, maybe you have to be more delicate for this part. Oh my god, it's Monday? Forgot that it's Monday. Oh, it's a holiday here in Canada. I completely forgot. Yeah. Well, if you're in Canada, happy... I don't even know what holiday this is. I don't even... What day is... It's a civic holiday. I don't... Holiday today. What is it? Ah, yeah. The 1st of August is a holiday in Canada. It's just a civic holiday. It's just literally like, hey, we wanted to take a break. Here you go. Have one. I didn't realize. Wondering what your expression would be in this situation. It's romantic, right? So, like, okay, I got it. I got it. Kinda giving damsel in distress, but like kinda. Romantic. Because if I'm in distress, it ain't romantic. If I'm a damsel in distress, which I often am because I'm just in distress from just existing, it's not a romantic face. It's a eyes open. Yeah. Wonderment, fear, and mildly turned up. Thank you. Happy holiday, but I also don't know. I don't know. Everybody else gets a holiday because I freelance, right? I don't really do anything with it. However, everyone around me gets it, so then we can spend time together. Okay, hair. Okay, because we're so far away and their lines are so thick. You ever notice that in movies they always have wavy hair? Or like curled, slightly curled hair? It's never just like straight hair. Like they always have blown out hair. I've noticed this one day and I could not unsee it. Now whenever I watch like a movie or something, I'm like, they all have the same hairstyle. Unless it's like, well, in this case, the reference is not like the exact style that I'm thinking. But like if you watch Pretty Little Liars or something, they all have the same hairstyle. It was a thing, I don't know. I think Gossip Girl is a good one too, for example. I don't know why I can only think of the ones that are from back then, but those are the ones that I can think of that they always had like hair the same way. I don't think realistic hair would be like this. If we had straight hair, it would cling to the face. I do think it's like a volume thing. I think it's a beauty thing where it's like the bigger your hair, the smaller your face is, and like they can place it in a way where it can like flatter your face. I have a different problem where my hair is very, very big. But the issue is it's very frizzy. You can't see it right now, but if I didn't have this much gel in my hair, there is gel in my hair. We're gelling, you could say. I feel constantly like that. Is it a, I think it was a dog meme? Oh god, that's terrifying. That's definitely not what it is. Yeah. But I'm trying to find the like still image. I can only find the GIF. I think this works. Where are you? Do you remember this meme? Because I feel like I'm this all the time. Whenever I look at the camera and I go, I'm thinking of this right here. Because that's me inside. That's who I am. Oh, it's so dumb. He's a perfect reference. We'll keep him. Alright. We've basically got the hair there. We know the hair position. We know where it's going. It's like, not physically realistic, but it looks cool, so like, whatever. She has burn scars on her left arm. However, because we're looking at her from this angle, it would be this arm here. Okay, I lost the text. There it is. Navy blue long sleeve dress, but we can also do it in a tank dress, right? So let's give her a tank. For romance purposes, one lower than the other. I don't know why we do that, but romance. I'm pretty sure one of these has it as well. What did I say? It's like, yeah. We all do it. I don't know. We all have the same thinking. Not sure what type of neckline, but when I think tank, either super Sweetheart. Well, let's do this like this. How long is this dress? Another question. Does it have a waistline? I turned off her sketch, right? No. Their sketches combined, or? Hello? Oh, I just turned off the hashtag scandalous, yeah. My goodness. That was my response. Did I tell you about how I Googled myself? One of the things said that, like, I'm queer and I support other queer artists. And somebody was like, wow, I guess it was that one artwork that you did. And I was like, oh my god, crazy. Apparently I featured queer characters and scandalous. That was my reaction. How dare I? The internet freaked out. I did find it really funny. I don't think everybody should Google themselves. But apparently it's funny. Sometimes you find some weird things. I don't know. I think this would be bunched up here. Regardless of the length of the dress. Oh wait, hold on, I was trying to figure out what's going on with these layers, but I feel like this. This part would be long and old here. Just trying to pick a length that looks good, honestly, in this context. If she's like this, I think this part is higher. The internet is feral and lawless. No, for real. I will feel like I have broken a law. Regardless of what you do. If you do something that you think is wrong, someone will still agree with you. And if you do something that you think is right, or say your opinion, someone will disagree with you. You say something like, I don't know, like that's objectively true, like the sky is blue, and people are like, no, it's not. And like, whoa, 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 whoa now. Hey, now. It's okay. It's all right, don't worry. I just find it comedic at this point. I like pancakes, so why do you hate waffles? Yeah, hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just like keep erasing the wrong one. Okay. Is she wearing shoes? These are questions that I didn't ask when reading this. Now I'm like, I guess we can give her no shoes. No shoes for you. Because I was thinking, like, I could also do it like shoe is falling off. And then also silhouette wise, maybe this is better. Anyway, we got sketch one. You know, we got sketch one. Joe, where is... Music sounds like it's from a comedic, like Animal Crossing. One of these. So I don't have to draw it and figure it out right now. Because we'll move on to the next sketch, and then the next sketch might be better, and there's no point. But he looks like a wolf here, right? So, a win, I think. She's got a line on her arm. Okay, this will be sketch numero uno. If you recall, I did draw this head. I don't know if I'll use it. I have it there though. Uno. I think I heard something about the game Uno recently. Oh, I think Uno is becoming a game that you can play in the casino. Am I crazy? Was that a real thing? I think that was a thing. Yeah, you can play it in Vegas. Isn't that crazy? Uno! So you're gonna be hearing people yell Uno in Vegas, I guess. Personally, I don't gamble. I think it would go very badly for me. I also don't play gacha games for the exact same reason. Because your girl is an artist. We don't make a lot of money. So if I was to start playing gacha games, I would just simply lose money and cry. Okay, one over here. Next one, I'm thinking we can change the vibe a little. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing as earlier, and I'm just gonna draw a human head because I'm like, what? Okay, there's no ear. I know that there's not gonna be an ear here, but it's just for me to understand angling. I feel like it's weird to put the hand on the head. It's weird. It feels weird. So let's do like this. No, that's weird too. That would be uncomfortable. As an adult, can attest, my neck is not the place to hold me. Unless I hold it this way. But then it's like romantic but not actually carrying. So let's do it this way. Hand over here instead. Or maybe I have to move it this way, actually, so that the hand makes sense. I'm gonna change the playlist. Okay, I think maybe. I never know how to sketch this in the beginning. No matter what I do, it looks crazy. I think it's better if the hand is this way rather than going over, because one, it looks kind of uncomfortable, but two, you can see more of her. Just have faith in me, okay? I know. Process is crazy. It's like when you see a makeup artist and they're doing some crazy work, and then at the end you're like, holy cow. This low-key looks like a waltz. And this song also matches that vibe of a waltz. Not what we're going for. Maybe kind of leaned back this time. Because sometimes when you carry something heavy, I know she's not heavy at all to him, but sometimes just, you know, even carrying something awkward, you lean back in order to like stabilize. Oh! So maybe we'll do that. Wondering, do we angle them different? I feel like this is quite similar because I didn't change their angle as much. I'm thinking how I'm gonna change. Sorry, madam. I have to erase you. Oh, I know, a crime. So now he's a little bit more angled this way. So more of her face is visible this way. Oh! But that also means this is absolutely going to need a 3D model. What's happening? My little 3D model, she was sitting on my printer. I think one time my partner came in and then I didn't like reset her or put her anywhere and she was just like in this really weird position. He came in, he looked at my body chan and was like, what kind of position? What is she doing? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should show her some respect and not leave her like that all the time. See, I can easily like make it like it works. Beautiful. Make it so he's looking at him. Nick. This arm, I think, will be a little bit more relaxed. I am holding her hip, so I can't see what her hip is doing. Body is like this leg here. It is actually really weird looking to understand. I think it should be the other way. Leg should be higher because otherwise It don't make sense. The beauty of having a reference. Wondering if it makes sense to put his hand here, because not like it's heavy. I don't know, we're gonna do it and then we'll figure it out later. And this foot will be pointed. I know, this is like chaotic. This is why I try and draw them separate, because it's like, what? But then also, if I draw them separate, it's kind of hard, as we have established in the previous one. This one I think I like already more than the previous one, because it's like on a different angle. It's more. But then maybe we like the pose of the previous one. I don't know. Mix and match. That's why I always give the option. This part is her leg. I can put my arm down. I was holding it the whole time. Woo! I actually thought the model's feet were really cute. The positioning. They were like on top of each other, but kind of hard to do it. That kinda. I would correct it. I would have to figure that out. But now we gotta erase things that don't make sense. Realizing in the previous one too, also kind of caught her from the bottom, looking up. Cute, I think. Okay, let me clean this up, because even I'm like, what is happening? Alright, now is the part where I have to make him look like a wolf man. Make him look like a wolf man, or make him look like a wolfman. What? Say what? This one though, I'm making it more like looking at her, kind of. Or at least his face is in her direction. Realizing I'm doing that thing again where like I make the drawing bigger but the body doesn't match. It's okay. If anything, it's better to make him bigger, for sure. You know, something that I just randomly thought of is he's probably really nice to take a nap with, huh? Like, he would definitely stay warm. And probably it's really soft. I'm doing it like he's angry, but not obviously angry at her, but like, let's say angry that she's been hurt or something, right? We see this in anime all the time. I say anime because I'm thinking of just some visual. Is furry, so then it can also go down here. Oop. I think a big thing that makes it look wolf-like is this right here. Wolfy wolf? Ah, there we go. There's my reference. Actually, this might be further back. His body should be actually bigger because I made his body top body bigger. His lower body actually should be also bigger and longer and further away. Farther away, like I'm like, you know what, your legs should be in the other room. Haha. No. Need to lengthen the torso, okay. I feel like I don't draw a lot of men without clothing, so then I don't remember what their torso looks like half the time. I always have to Google it. Done a few muscle studies. Forget every time. Muscles, yes, but not like super muscular. So that means like I don't know completely. Because usually I think women tend to be a little bit softer, so even if you don't know the anatomy 100%, it's kind of hidden because we have a little bit more fat. A little more rounded. Okay, this is gonna... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now you can see what I was drawing this whole time. Ta-da! Oh my goodness! Wolfman! Hey man, where were you? And this time I'm not gonna separate them. Already makes the most part. Oh right, this arm. Her arm. Keep forgetting that she has an arm. This poor girl. Hey! Ah! This is not the reference I was looking for, but it makes me happy. Oh no, you know what? I think I did sketch it out and then I forgot about it. I totally remember sketching it out. What happened? Weird. Okay, so this arm. Like this. Like it's underneath his arm. So let's push his arm over here a little bit. I don't want the fur competing with her face, but luckily I think we can make his fur a little bit darker so then you don't like hide behind her face. Oh, that's maybe a little bit too smiley. Ooh, ooh. These lines are like really thick, but they kind of just give us the gist of what's happening here. I would rather have like thick lines than like a bunch of sketchy lines where it's kind of hard to understand. Okay, maybe not that thick, goodness. Okay, and then this hand. It's like this. I think only like the fingertips kind of show. I would have to double check that, but. I think this would be Oinda. Ooh, this part would be also furry. Oh, what? You ever draw a line and then go, that's not what I drew? How's that? Huh? What? Hey, man. Oh, if you're watching right now, whether you're in the chat or not, you should probably drink some water. You should probably do that. Can you hear my water bottle? How, like, ridiculously... The cheap water bottle. Also, when I go like this, it splashes water everywhere. It's crazy. That's why on stream you'll see me do this. I try to do it off camera too, so I'm like not splashing my glasses. Fur. Fur is actually really relaxing to draw. I mean, like render. When I'm painting, it's easy. I don't think I'll get rid of the sketch completely because it gives some information, but in interest of understanding, like this is a little bit better. I think if you were to do this position, your thumb would be here, your hands. Hand is so big. I feel like. Does this make sense? I don't know. Part-time opera singer. Here 4 times a week. Okay, that hand may not make any sense right now, but like, we know that there's a hand here, okay? That's the part that matters. For my previous commission, the other one that I was also working on stream that has been taken down from YouTube because audio, I did contact them. They didn't reply, so maybe we've just lost it to the void forever. However, I did actually do another pose set off stream, and I'm currently waiting back to hear what they prefer. Which means we get to work on this one. Potentially, I'll work on the other one as well. Because that one, I really didn't clean up anything. I didn't even do it this far because their commission has like 5 characters. And can you imagine me doing this 15 times in a 4-hour stream. Okay. I did do a 6-hour stream yesterday, but it's a very rare occasion. It's straight up a case of like, can I actually finish this project? And in this case, obviously, I can't just keep going. I have to ask the client. I also would rather take a break so that I can make sure that the quality is good. But yesterday, we finished the whole artwork in 6 hours. But also keep in mind that that artwork is very small, so then it works. Maybe this one we do long sleeve. Just this test. Just so you can see some of the body. I could do like cover it completely, but she's going to be kind of, her dress is kind of dark. He's going to be kind of dark. Wherever I can show some skin so I can show the silhouette probably is better, because right here I think it'll get buried. So I have to like do some fake light stuff to make it work better. Long sleeve, huh? Also don't know what type of sleeve. I'm just gonna keep it generic and then we can change the design later. For this one though, I'm going to put the dress like this way. Would be this way. Having it like kind of bunch up like this is pretty. I think that's our option 2. I don't know if she's wearing jewelry, because these are things that can get ironed out in the like later. There's no note that she used. So that means we can figure that out later. Would be nice to show her neck muscles, but I need to figure that out later. But that's option 2. I could extend it like this or something, right? But her arm, and also don't want to cut off her feet. More likely it's like this. One thing I'm worried about a little bit is, not worried, but I have to keep in mind, is it is very left heavy. It's not technically wrong, I think. But you notice how this one is a little bit more fluid than the first one? That's why I also like to do different sketches, but I do try and give the clients a heads up. And I'm like, hey, you pick the pose, but don't pick like which one looks better, because if I do it in order of 1, 2, 3, chances are the third one is going to look the most polished, because I have warmed up at that point quite a bit. Okay, let me put 2 over here. But I'm sure some clients will just pick the one that looks like better. But sometimes it works out that it's the one that I spent the most time on because I liked it the most. So it kind of works out. There's bias, unfortunately. Not on purpose, but it happens. Numero. Duh. Heck yeah. Okay, last one. We have an hour to do this one. So let's see how well I can do it. Woo! So far. I don't know if I want to move the canvas or... Because for anybody who's popping in later, they can see these sketches and be like, oh, she did do something. She didn't just start the stream. I can't type. One more! Time to think. A little bit. I think one would be nice to have it at his waist. Because he is taller, right? Maybe I will duplicate the second one and then go from there so I can figure out what I want to do. Sometimes it helps to have it jumping. This one, maybe he's not looking at her, but we're looking in the distance because he sees something. Experimenting, we experiment. I always do one where it's like completely not according to what we're thinking. We just experiment, see what we think. This one is almost like, not that she's asking for reassurance here, but more like, oh, you see something? Kinda, they're interacting in that way. Like she's saying something to him. Her mouth is not moving, obviously, but... is a little bit off. Hey girl, that's not what hands look like. Oh, it's not really like that. I do like to do the trick where Star Trek? Where artists do the thing where this is actually really hard to do. What the heck is this? They stick 2 fingers in the middle together and then they separate these ones because silhouette wise you kind of just understand what's happening. The human brain is a powerful thing. Yeah, her hair's not that long. I'm gonna go shape here. His hand is so big that actually it could be also on her shoulder. And it wouldn't be uncomfortable. I'd say this one is the one that most of her body is covered by her leg. Model again. Model. If the hand was moved this way, I wonder what part would be blocked. Physically impossible. I'm seeing it now. Unless she moves her body a little bit tilted this way, it's actually physically. See? Good to have a model. All of them, she's looking up at his face, but could be one where she's not looking at his face, she's looking downward, like where her hand is. We just like to try all options. She could be like, wow, he's really warm, or something. Wow, he's actually really soft. I don't know. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Need room for the kneecap. And then he does have a body under here. He has another leg. His arm, I think it's a little bit more elevated. Is this the continuation of Twilight? Is this my fantasy? This is a continuation of the previous commission. Do you remember? Oh my goodness, maybe Margot is still in the chat. Okay, on Twitch. Miko is a big fan already. Really cute. Yes, Margot Primrose. Yes, yeah. This time I could put her name in the title. Yeah, if she doesn't see it, I will message her and be like, hey, you have a fan on Twitch. It's amazing. I love the vibes. Yeah. Wait, I have 2 more sketches. My alpha fantasies are coming true. I'm trying so hard to be like, hey, this is a family-friendly stream, but also I am doing monster romance. So what can I do? Oh my god, you have a tail? It's so fitting, but it's so fitting. Okay, we have other sketches. I just don't have them visible. We've got 1 family-friendly stream and monster romance. They're like this. I'm doing my best. This is the second time where I'm like, this is bordering. It's bordering. I'll do my best. Okay, we got number 1. We've got number 2. And now we're doing number 3, where I'm trying to do a little bit waist up. Honestly, I think I like the wolf head in number 1 the most. But then number 2, I didn't redraw the wolf head. I just kind of... Your tail's waggling. Oh my god. Oh, also we have the previous one. It's not done, but this is him before. But of course, I have to double check because I changed it quite a bit from the sketches. I had to like combine them. But this is our girly. I did her hair so cute for like no reason. Like I went a little bit... I think I got like into a trance while I was doing the hair and I was like, hold on. This is a sketch. We don't need to go so hard. But the background needs to be fixed a little bit. Thank you. And also, I think her hand is broken. We don't need to look at that. Shh. I just needed to make sure that it was correct, and when I paint it, I'll fix it. But this one, did I save this? Yo, this is why I need somebody to tell me to save. I didn't save it one time. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Genuinely. Oh my god. Thank you. Yes, redeem that save. Oh my god. It happened yesterday too. Almiko, I don't think you saw it, but yesterday I worked on this sketch. And then I made the thumbnail for the YouTube video, so on Twitch we don't have a stream, right? Like we don't have a thumbnail really. But then it ended up like this. It ended up really cute actually. Like that. There's a bunch of layers missing. I don't know what's missing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is now my stream thumbnail for YouTube. But it's kind of empty on the left. I left it empty for text, but I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But I think it's just gonna say live or something like that. So now Twitch gets to enjoy the adventure. Oh, you're also here. Yeah, you can see it. Maybe now people can find it easily. But if Margot comes back in the chat, also forgot. Yeah, I have drawn a wolf guy before. Awoo! So we had a reference. I've done it before, and I'm back doing it again. But yes, if the author was in the chat earlier, so maybe. Is that what his name is? Please make it a sticker. The thing is, okay, listen, I make fan art stickers only of characters I recognize, because otherwise it would be really awkward. Like imagine me at a market going like, yeah, here's don't know, or have like full conversation about this character that I don't know. But I do know he's from what's the name? Actually not shortened. Not Zen. When I went to Japan, I saw a bunch of like posters and things, and I was like, oh, I know that one. I see fan art of it all the time. Don't know. Zenless Zone Zero. I just remember Zen. I just remember the Zen. Also, in Canadian English, it's ZZZ, which does not sound cool. You know, I didn't even post this anywhere, but I really wanted to post this because this guy is so funny to me. We've got Midna in two forms. We got Marina from, I think it's a 90s game. I can't remember. Character from Metaphor that I also don't know. Beidou from Genshin. Chopper? Haven't watched that much One Piece. I haven't watched up to the point where he's introduced. I just know he exists. Okay. I want to watch it. I'm struggling. Umbreon in human form and Yamato from One Piece as well. So. But then, listen, Instagram would not appreciate, so I don't post it. So, sucks to suck, Instagram. Yeah, anyway, moving on. We took our little break. I need to go back and draw muscles. Ooh. Oh. I think her hand is even smaller. Make it look dainty. I started this stream concerned that I wouldn't be able to figure this out. And now I'm in this stream and I'm still like, do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm missing streams from next weekend, but I do have my first anime, what's it called? It's not really a convention. Is it a convention? It's an event. I can just call it an anime event. I don't think I can really call it a convention because it's so small, but I will be in Aurelia next weekend. I think I'm still going to be able to stream and it's no problem. But that is why I bring up the fact that if I was to make a sticker of a character I don't know, I would have to have an interaction in person and then be like, I need to save myself the discomfort. But I think I'm gonna be bringing the arcane stickers, Jinx and Vi. I really should have drawn Victor, I realize. Unfortunately, I did not. I'm bringing Zelda. Not stickers, but prints. Princess Peach, because I don't know what it is with Nintendo. Have you ever noticed this? Nintendo just like has a lot of blonde characters. I don't know what that's about. Like all the blonde girlies. What else am I bringing? Oh my god, I don't have that much fan art actually. Now that I think about it. Lucia Nanami from Mermaid Melody, Pitchy Pitchy Pitch. Very 90s. Or 2000s, I don't even know. And then some XXX Holic fan art too. Bringing a lot of things, but not that many things, actually. Slowly, I'm going to be making more. You've got Link that I'm still working on. I did do it on stream. Miko was here for it. And then I got Miku. I don't know. But we're gonna have a stream coming up where I literally just work on all the things that I haven't finished, and there are so many things. That way I can print them and add them to the shop, and then people can enjoy it. Maybe give her clothes? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. In this version, I'm gonna give her a higher neckline. I'm gonna give her a boat neckline. Just for fun. Or maybe a cowl neck, like, I don't actually know what neckline we're going for, but we're just gonna mess around with it. I don't know exactly what kind of sleeve, but let's give options. Yes, I think so. Something like that. Wait, no, I can't. If you wear a cowl neck like this and then a dress that long, and the sleeves is kind of giving either gothic queen, like Morticia, or it's giving nun. Like I work at a monastery. Sorry, not a nun, a monk. That is what it's. Do you see it? I can't. We gotta restyle. We gotta restyle this girl. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did this to you. A crime. I committed a crime, a fashion one. For romance purposes, we'll... yeah. I feel like this arm should be here, so we have something. Maybe this one will also do a tank. That way we can do her... She has burn scars on one arm, right? Maybe this one... I don't know how far it goes, so pretend it's there, okay? Yeah? Okay. She looks smiley about the situation, though, which is maybe not... I think the whole point of being with a wolf guy is like, ooh, he's kind of scary. Ooh, he could snap me in half. Ooh. He's good looking though. Like, you know, like, yeah? Is that not the appeal? Or like, that's the appeal probably of every kind of intense monster. Like, romance, probably. Ooh, I could ruin your life in more than one way, kind of thing. Could also be that she's not looking at him, like she's scared about whatever he's looking at. Now she's just looking at us, so she's scared of us. I mean, she should be. I'm so sorry. She's giving, like, without eyebrows, kind of like Lady Gaga realness. That's not what I was going for, but hey, that's what happened. Alright, this mouth, I just need to... There's definitely something proportionally off, but it's interesting. It's interesting in the sense that it's different from the others. It said she had messy hair. I didn't really draw messy, but we'll add messy after. You know, if we want it messier, we'll add it. Ooh. You can tell you've done the perspective wrong when you like draw it and you look at it and you're like, it looks like her legs are really short, but it's actually a perspective thing where it's really trippy. So is it her legs? Something. Sure. See, now like when you have the tank top portion and then the dress is long, then it okay. Oh, that's not surgery that I thought I was going to be doing. I thought it was a seamstress. Turns out I was fully just whoosh, you know? But yeah, now she doesn't look like she works in a monastery. It's great. She's a romance character. Alright. His hand is where? Here, somewhere. Eventually, obviously we had run into some audio issues, so we're still figuring out the music situation. So bear with me. Trust me, I'm listening to the same music you're listening to if you're watching my stream. Sometimes it makes me just stop. What is this? What even is this? Okay, this one I think we can actually do up to his hip and not have to do his whole body or up until his upper thigh. Did you like my little pause where I was like, I forget what that body part's called? Woo! Is it perfect? No. Is it good enough for a sketch? Yeah. Will they get the idea? That's what matters to me. Maybe if she's scared, she would actually be a little bit closer. Now that I think about it. Hold on. Hold on. This person. I'm not gonna forget what I'm doing. It's like she's not scared of him. She's scared of whatever thing is coming toward her or something. And make that clear by putting them closer together. Oh, I think it's his arm that's a little bit off. I don't know, I'm guessing at this point. I do think this hand should be... I liked how I drew the hand, but I think it was actually wrong. No, the worst situation. Arm squishy here. Something like that, you know? She looks more like compact, and like smaller, which makes him in turn look massive. So even if this is not the pose that we go with, at least it's like, okay, maybe they're proportions. We like that. I don't know. There's always something. They're quite similar though, the poses. I didn't go like that crazy different every time. Alright, maybe proportionally a little wacky, but where's the magical number 3? 3! That, whoa, massive. Okay. 3. Here, 1, 2, and 3. Ta-da! Oh, I didn't realize I've been rotated this whole time. I don't like that 1 is over here. This is not how we read. We read left or right. Yep, those are our 3 sketches. Whoa! I could try and figure this out on stream now. However, I would like to get feedback, and then also I need to get a 3D model. I was thinking of opening up Sims getting because I can change the camera angle, and then place things where I need to place them, and also place a character for size reference. Take a photo, put it in, have a reference. So I think today's stream, actually I have to end it here because I can't really go much further, and also I think it makes sense to stop here. I think it's a good time. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna send these to Margot, and then she can tell me what she thinks. And hopefully I'll tell Margot about Miko's really intense love for Wolfman. Alright, thank you so much. I won't be streaming until Wednesday. I'll be gaming again, and I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll see it then. Okie dokie.